Welcome back to Creating from Space. I create videos about mindfulness and meditation. A few years ago, I was invited to the White House after helping pass a federal legislation that was designed to help save thousands of lives in the ALS community, and it was an absolute honor to receive that invitation. But at the same time, I was also having a nervous breakdown, night terrors, and snapping at the people I love the most. In over 2 years, I was in over 200 congressional meetings with the Speaker of the House and with the offices of the Senate majority and minority leaders. This was guerrilla-style advocacy that was done in the Trump administration and Biden's first year in office, one of the politically most tumultuous times in our country's history. And we still managed to get this monumental bill passed that was supposed to help save thousands of people and their lives. People contacted me who were in this community in hospice, and they were on their deathbed, and they reached out to me privately on Facebook to thank me so much for my dedication to getting this piece of legislation passed, even though they may not see the benefit of it for themselves. And I don't take that honor lightly, but I was part of making history. I was the hero in helping a wonderful cause. And maybe you can relate to that, where people see your success and they admire that. But internally, I was drowning. I was having night terrors. My partner said I was different. My mother even said, "This is not the same Mayank." And I remember this one moment. I was up for probably a week straight with no more than 2 to 3 hours of sleep per night. It was during COVID, and there was a shortage of nurses and aides, which meant I had to step in yet again and again and again when someone didn't show up. And in this moment, I just screamed, was I just born to do bedpan? Have you ever felt trapped in a situation that you didn't want to be in, but you couldn't escape? Where you are giving your 110%, but losing yourself in the process? For over 5 years, I was caregiving for my terminally ill sister, while the amazing acting career that I had that was going towards major roles had completely collapsed because of COVID. And I used to think to myself, I used to be naturally charismatic. I used to be joyful. Does that sound familiar? But in reality, what was going on was I had developed PTSD. I became hyperreactive. Small things would send me into anxiety loops that I just couldn't get out of. And maybe that's why you're here watching this, because you used to be able to handle stress better. You are successful. You have everything on paper that should make you happy, but something has changed. You snap at the people you love. Small things trigger you in ways that never used to. And you find yourself questioning and not recognizing who you are anymore. And here's what changed everything for me. I learned to capture stress at its inception before it became the tsunami of emotions that would drown me. And this was done through years of psychotherapeutic modalities with therapists that was integrated with 19 years of me meditating on my own. I had to figure out a system and a way and a tool set to integrate it to get myself from A to B. Instead of being inundated by stress, I developed tools to observe it, to hold space for it, and to eventually let that stress pass through me. If you are a creative, if you are an executive, if you are someone who needs mental clarity to do their best work, you know how crucial this is. Your mind is your most valuable asset. What happens when your mind is constantly racing? There is no space for new ideas, no space for innovation, no space to do the work that actually matters, not only in your work, but even in the quality and type of life that you want to live. The difference between who I was then, a White House hero with night terrors, to who I am today, which is a grounded individual who's able to manage stress and have mental clarity and a quality of life to show up for myself and for others, comes down to 4 simple tools. And these aren't convoluted techniques. They work whether you're managing high-stakes projects or you're just trying to show up better for yourself or for your family. They are tools that you can use today, even if you only have a few minutes. I've put these 4 practices into a guide called The Space Between Thoughts, and you can download it by clicking the link in the description below. And it is my gift to you. I know in previous videos I said, I'm working on this ebook. Well, here it is. I'm so excited to be able to gift this to you all. These are the exact tools that help me transform from someone who is achieving at the highest level but falling apart inside to someone who can handle anything that life throws at him with clarity and with peace. If this story resonated with you, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I share more stories every week. And be sure to drop a comment below. What is your biggest stress trigger right now? I'd love to hear from you. And yes, I do read every single comment. Thank you for watching, but more importantly, thank you for creating from space. I'll see you in the next video.